Welcome back. So now that we have the key ready, let's make our new person manager. Right now we made a person status manager. I'm going to make a person manager as well. But like always, I made changes. Yeah, that's just how I do it. Because I thought, why do we want to write using again and again and again and again and again when there's actually abstract classes that can take care of kind of mapping out things into abstraction for us, right? So making things more abstract. So what I've done is I've made an internal class which is an AbstractManager. That just means that it's not an interface, but it's almost an interface because it has the power of an interface, but it also has the power of a normal class. So what does that mean? Well, it means that I can, with an abstract class, I can both go in and say that I want to add some implementation, right? But then I also want to force whoever uses me or extends me into also adding some kind of implementation. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying, whenever I do a create, I know I'm going to use the person app context. I know that. That's for sure. Okay. After the create is done, I'm going to add it. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to return what I just created. But I don't know how to create it. That's not my responsibility. I'm the abstract manager. Anybody can use me. Any type can use me. But whoever wants to use me have to decide how to create it. So let's just have a look at the person status manager just to give you an example here. If I go to the create one, look at how simple it looks now. All the create one does is it uses the context from the outside, the person status it gets from the outside, and then it just adds it to the database. It returns it, and then the cool thing is that the abstract manager will then take care of save the changes and return the guide just added. Maybe it's too complex. Maybe not. If you want to use it, go ahead and use it. If not, go back to the old way of making your managers. There's former videos about how to make the managers. Go back and use those instead. But let me show you how simple it is now to do the person manager actually. So I'll just do the create one for now, and then we'll make the other ones in the next couple of videos. Starting out, I'll start out by just creating an empty class here, and I'll call it the person manager. There we go. We got the person manager. Press enter. So we have him here, and now the person manager, I want this guy to extend the abstract manager, right? And I want it to have person in here like this. So now we have the person manager, and he says you have to implement some stuff if you want to actually do this. And I'll add all the methods, just like we did with the iManager, exactly the same thing. The only difference is that we already have a context ready, right? Before you had to write using, blah, 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 using, blah, 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 use again and again. But now the context is already here because it's in the abstract manager. So we just saved a lot of lines. That was the goal of it. So what do we have to do? Well, we just have to write db.persons.add and then the person, right? And then we're done. Or we need to return it, of course. But then we're done. There we go. This is kind of cool. This is a very easy way for us to save a lot of lines of code and to make testing easier. We'll do more about that when we get really much further into the course, but that's what I wanted to show you. So in the next lesson, I'll just wrap this up for the rest of the person manager, and then we'll try and add it to a new controller. See you in the next lesson.